been inspired by my good buddy Eli Reed to show videos of things thriving here in my zone. Those are lemon cattleya guava. There's the little flower buds, lots of them. This tree likes a little bit of a pruning. See lots of little buds, they're about to break open. You can see where I tipped it right there. I went along and I did all of these, and you notice where I tipped it, it splits, so you get twice the growth and twice the fruit. This tree is fully loaded. This is completely cold hardy in Central Florida. We've been down to the low 20s and this thing barely lost a leaf. So this is a major additive. This is lemon cattleya. Let's walk over to strawberry cattleya. A lot of people have heard of the strawberry guava, but not the lemon cattleya guava. And actually, lemon is a more prolific producer. The fruits are bigger. I like the fruits on both of them, but the lemon has just performed better for us overall. So here's strawberry. Same plant, same tree, basically. It performs the same way, but the fruits just aren't as big, although this one is looking like it's going to be real plentiful this year. Lots and lots and lots of buds on this one. This one was transplanted from over in an area where it was shady and it wasn't doing so well. And look at that bark peeling off of it. Growing right through. Bark splitting right off. But yeah, this one was transplanted a long time ago and it's flowering fat now. So we should get a good bunch of fruit. Wow, look at this branch right here. Crazy amount of buds. Amazing. Should be a lot of fruit on this guy. Yeah, I'm psyched for this. And then of course there's all of these beautiful things. Oh, it's the time, mulberry. The mega mulberry. Look at this branch. It's a lot better when they're colored. They look a lot more impressive. There's so much fruit on this tree, it's crazy. Absolutely love this Thai everbearing. Fruits are big and delicious and plentiful. Look at that. Berries, 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 berries. So many berries. And this is Vietnamese red pomegranate. There's our first bud of the season. That tree ought to unload this year. It gave us 9 good quality fruits last year that we really enjoyed, and definitely will be harvesting more off of that this year, I have no doubt. Great tree. Nectarine back there, looking all statuesque, beautiful. Got some nice fruits on it, just getting started. I need to make more of these. My peach rootstocks have just woke up. I have like 50 or 60 floor guards that I'm ready to graft. So I was just waiting to see what this was going to do this year. It got a very hard prune last year. So our fruit set is going to be minimal this year, which had I visited my good buddy Leaf down there in West Palm and learned the thing that he taught me right after I cut this tree, that you cut half the tree. If you're going to do a massive pruning, cut half the tree and allow it to grow back while the other half gives you your full harvest for the season. And then the next year, cut the other half of the tree, and then this side will give you your full harvest. I want to smack myself in the head when I saw that and realized what I did to my nectarine tree. I cost myself my entire harvest this year because the tree was just big and out of shape. But man, what a brilliant move to cut half of it. I don't know how that man does it, but he is the wizard. Leaf, you the man, buddy. You the man. The peach tree will be getting pruned that way as opposed to the way I just butchered that one last year. I never thought about that. I never thought about it before. Like, do half, grow half, cut half, and you still get fruit, and the tree gets to recover, and then you get a couple of years worth of growth before you have to cut anything again. It's brilliant. Jaboticaba. Oh, setting up a whole bunches of fruits in there. All of these guys are going. Here comes Pomegranate. I think we had some set in here. Pomegranate are hard to find because they look just like the leaves. We may be a couple days away from actually seeing the fruits. Oh, they might already be hiding in there. You find green ones in there. You can't even tell, but man, there's so many buds coming on these Pomegranate. Very good cold hardy plant here. This one too, very nice looking. Here we go, flowering. This one came out of my buddy Victor Rodriguez's yard. He did not like the fruit, and he said, please come get this thing out of my yard. And I absolutely love the fruit, so I was happy to help out on that one. Jaboticaba, again, flowered all the way down. Lots of nice fruits. Let's check this job out. Yep, here we are. We got fruit dangling on this branch, right there, up in there. I love these things so much. That Sabra that I have out back, also setting up really nice. Go in the greenhouse. I didn't intend for this to be a long walking video, but now I'm just having fun. Cecropia. Got some air layers. Look at this air layer on the Cecropia. Screaming through the bag. Please plant me. And looks like I'm getting some growth up there. I may get some flowers, some fruit this year. I ate one of these fruits down at my buddy Vin's place. Vin's Food Forest Builds, Vin Beleza. I ate a Cecropia, a halfway degraded fruit in his backyard that he said was not even up to par really, and I thought it was awesome. So I can't wait to taste a good one. Here is Rollinia. Look like it's setting up some flowers. Looking like it's going to do its job for me, maybe. This pond apple is starting to load up with a lot of growth. I'm not seeing flower yet. Yellow custard apple, I just popped all the growth off of. Here's the next one. This one is also a seedling yellow custard. Seedling from Belize. My mama ate that plant, ate that fruit. Here comes another yellow. Just setting up for the season. We'll see if we get some flowers. We've been waiting for this one. I've been growing those since 2020. That fruit was eaten in February of 2020, right before COVID shut down. My mama was in Belize, and those seeds found their way to me. What else? So here comes Gefner Atmoya, starting to wake up. Red custard apple. Here we go, starting to wake up. Mamey in here in the greenhouse. I'm super excited for this one. Finally getting its roots set in. I'm starting to see really nice growth on this trunk. This tree is going to be a commander. I hope I keep this alive to fruit, because man, that fruit is fantastic. Lots of other fun things. Looks like soursop got its butt kicked even in the greenhouse. Shows you what's possible here in Central Florida. This tree did not make it. It may be alive down here real low, but that's a whole couple years worth of growth. Soursop just does not want to be in Central Florida, even inside. It's terrible. This is mountain soursop. This one's a little tougher. She'll come back. Here's another one of those yellow custards I still need to defoliate. See what my pink bananas are up to. Pink bananas always have fruit. Always, always, always have fruit. Always have flowers. Gorgeous plant. Love that plant. And look at baby banana seedlings all over the ground. I don't understand people saying you can't sprout these things. We sprout them constantly. Nice little Nancy. Awesome little plant. That's going to be a bonsai tree. Oh, there's all kinds of goofiness in here. Let's pop to the other side. See what's over there. Jackfruit. This tree was from a seed right here. I grew that, and that's a good sized tree. That was 2020 or 2021. It's like I think it's 2.5 years. I expect to see some female flowers this year. I got some males last year. That would be cool. Here comes Maha Chinook mango that is in ground inside the greenhouse. This is the This and sweet tart for me are the pinnacle of an amazing mango. That's only been in here about a year. It's really thickened up and grabbed hold nicely. I'm excited for that tree. Here's coconut cream with flies sitting on my flowers, looking like she's gonna do her job to me. Do I see a couple little ballies right there? Sure looks like it. Coconut cream is an exciting fruit because, man, it's good. Florigon has not woken up yet. Totally dormant. Black sapote. Someone please come buy this tree for me. I hate black sapote. It's a sapodilla seedling, little star fruit. Variegated guava. That's a gorgeous one. Love this plant. Lemon drop mangosteen. Just flushed. That's all fresh growth. Nice tamarind right here. Beautiful tamarind. I should get some fruit this year. My strawberry tree, my Montingia. This sucker. This thing. Monster. Loving the greenhouse. Look at how big it is. Look at all this growth. Cut this off with a chainsaw and it's no, we want to grow there. Alrighty. That's a cool little Eugenia right here. Eugenia pyriformis. Just putting off its fresh growth for the season. Maybe get some flower this year. Canistel right here. It's been in the ground in here since before we actually built the greenhouse over this. Waiting for some flower. That would be neat. All right. I think that may complete my walk. Or maybe it won't. Another time, Mulberry. Look at all this. Ridiculous amount of fruit. Just ridiculous. Everyone should have this tree. Everyone should have this tree. Look at this. This is insane. So much. Here's Excalibur setting up a good amount of fruit. Hopefully it'll hold them all. But there's lots of little fruit set on there. I'm psyched. There's flies right there. Flies do the pollinating on mangoes for the majority of it. Saw some wasps yesterday, but we enriched nicely. I added some biochar just on top because this tree was already well in place. But the way things work here, everything gets broken down and sinks and sinks and sinks. So I figure I'd give this a couple months. All this mulch will break down, sink in. The biochar will land a little bit deeper and start to kind of wiggle its way into the sand that's underneath there, the soil, and then I'll top it again. But that biochar can only help. Can't hurt. Lots of inoculated, good material in there. So I got a whole bunch of fun things out here. Flowering. Agrobed is waking up. This was a good experiment. Kwai muck. Little tiny tree. This is a seedling that I got a couple years ago. Right there you can see the new growth coming up. And this is a baby tree. And it took a hit in the lower 20s. Did fine. So I'm super excited that one's going to make it. Another Eugenia. I think this one is Savannah Cherry. Calycina. It may be Rio Grande. I don't remember which was which. Actually, that's probably Rio Grande. That's probably Ben's Butte, the real good one. But the fruit quality should tell me. That's a nice avocado. Eugenia stipitata right there. Araza. Here's a nectarine. This is sun red. Hasn't woke up yet. This was a failed. Aki did not survive here. And here's another one of these insane mulberries. I can't get enough mulberries. I'm highly addicted to mulberries. See what else is happening over here. How about Longan? How about a Longan tree full of flower panicles? Here we go. Longan's about to unleash. Beautiful Sri Kemengan star fruit. We got through the season, we got through the winter. That was the goal. Get it nice and happy in the springtime, and they just push and flush. It's awesome. Here comes red hog plum. This one is super exciting. It flowers first, just like this. Here's the little red flower panicle right there, and they're coming out along here. This, you would stand back in this tree and definitely say, oh, that thing's dead as a doornail, but it is not. You look close, and there's whole lots of little flower buds popping. Lots right there. It's beautiful. What a fruit this is too. They're so delicious. So really fun springtime. I'm really thankful that we got that early frost and then it went away. Edwards is putting on a nice show of fresh growth. I'm gonna shape this thing up really nicely this year, and I expect next year we'll get nice push of fruit. There's green mulberry. The green mulberries will get very large and very long. And where are they? Where's some of these larger ones? Oh, where are the big ones? They were high. They were up high. Where are they? Unless the birds are eating them all. They're trying to get longer. I saw some the other day. I bet the birds stole them. Oh well. That's what it is. Oh, that peach. I guess since we're doing a fruit walk, we probably should look at the peach. Oh, look. Another mulberry. I braided this one because I thought it would be cool as a braided mulberry tree. So there's 3 of them. But they're just jacked up, loaded with fruit also, just like all the others. Peaches. Peaches. Peaches, peaches, peaches. Peaches, peaches, peaches. So many peaches. So many peaches. So many peaches. There's a lot of fruit in these branches. I've had them hold them. Like the whole branch, they'll hold all those fruits. Make it through. The tree's been around a long time, so it's pretty hefty. Pretty strong. It'll hold a good bunch of fruit. That trunk is pretty thick, 6 or 8 inches. So we've got plenty of peaches coming. Lots. All right, my friends.